Hi friends, it's Audrienne here and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share with you how we refreshed our bathroom. I am so excited to do it. It really needed done. It was dark. It's a small bathroom and we had this done by a contractor. And we came home from work one day and there was a mirror there that we didn't want and it was glued onto the wall. I thought, oh my gosh. And the floor wasn't what I wanted, and instead of just redoing it, it was towards the end of the job, and we were like, oh, okay, we'll just live with it. So behind the mirror, though, taking that mirror off was awful. It was all glued and all kinds of hardware, and it messed the wall behind it. So I thought I would wallpaper it. Now I have wallpapered pretty much in my lifetime, and the last time I ripped all my kitchen, bathroom, and bathroom wallpaper off, I said never again. But wallpaper can hide a lot of things. It can hide a lot of flaws. So we looked and looked and just couldn't find anything. And years ago, I went to a Laura Ashley store. I'm talking years ago. And they had beautiful fabrics and wallpapers. And I bought a dress on clearance here. And I think I wore that dress till it was threadbare. I loved it. So it popped in my head that I would love to have some Laura Ashley wallpaper. And I got it and I'll share it with you. And we painted and, just a little bit of hard work. Although it seems like while we were doing it, this didn't work out, that didn't work out. But in the end it did. And I think the most fun thing was looking for my antiques. Just the details in the end really can make a room. So I'm going to share it with you. I hope you're inspired. And at the end of the video, I just really want to share something with you that's going to be new here in 1824 Walker Farmhouse. So here's David starting to rip out everything we didn't want. And you're probably wondering, well, why didn't you just tell the contractor you didn't want that mirror, you didn't want that floor? But they redid our whole, mostly our whole entire cellar. Now, we're talking, our home was a horse barn at one time. They had to jackhammer through cement floors, and they made beautiful rooms and doorways, but it took a while longer. This is the first time David and I ever worked with a contractor, and that's where the mirror is, that big hole that was glued on. And I think it was at the end. They created a family room, a bedroom with a closet. We had little details. Now here it was towards the end too, and oh, look how bad this is. And so we just were like, okay, we'll accept the mirror and the floor. There I had some wallpaper. I had the room wallpapered all at one time, and then I had it painted that primitive color. It was twine by a designer at Kmart. And so, it was just time to go. But you saw how bad the cupboards were, and I decided to paint them, and we did it the right way. We took them off. I didn't know about up there, that is wood, and actually the underneath is like a vinyl, but it worked out. Here's our new floor. We had to put it on top of what we had, and it worked out great. Here's my new wallpaper going up. I had plastered that wall, made it everything nice and smooth, and here's going up more. It was so exciting. David and I looked for wallpaper together, and we just really didn't like anything. And I had said to Dave, hey, I'm going to do like a farm theme in that bathroom, because that's what we had. We had a barn louver. And he said, no theme. Let's not do the barn. Let's just make it, sort of down the middle of the road. And it's very interesting because a lot of ladies decide themselves and do it. But Dave and I are a team. And so we sort of decide on the designs and changes. Not sort of, we do together design and decide on the changes in our home. And as a joke, Dave put this tractor up. And I said, hey, I thought we're not going with the theme, but he did it as a joke. So it was really a fun project. We did it in between doing other things in the house. And, sometimes it just takes time. when it got down to the decorating, I was going to buy flowers to put fresh flowers in, and I decided, no, I'm going to go pick everything on the farm because it goes right in with the wallpaper. And when you see at the end how this blends in, it is just so me and David. So I loved wallpapering that one wall. I loved it. I was nervous doing it. I've always used pre-pasted. I don't like the wallpaper that's not pre-pasted, but this was a little different because you paste the wall first. But I was a little nervous doing it, and David says, I'll help, and I'm like, no. I'll do it myself. And I wanted to do the other wall then, and I said to myself, no, Audrey, remember, you don't want to wallpaper a lot again. It takes a lot to take it out. But I wanted something on the other wall just to blend it in. And I found this piece of wood down the cellar that was already framed. I painted the frame, and then I wallpapered inside the box just to bring it over there. It would have been way too much in the room to wallpaper it all. So then I also was going to make a linen shower curtain, but I found this at Walmart and I loved it. It looks like linen. It's plain. It has trim in the middle that looks like old-fashioned antique trim. I think it just gives it a little oomph, and I really liked it. And I enjoy ironing. I know some people hate to iron. I just love ironing. As I was ironing, I was in the spare bedroom that was part of that big project construction thing that we did, and I thought it would be fun to share that with you. So I'll do that someday. And here you could see about a foot down, it looks like crocheted inside of that shower curtain, like on that part. And I have a pillowcase from the 1800s that has that crocheted edging on it. Okay, so now the real fun begins. I wanted to do the countertop really special, and I was thinking of all the things I had that I could bring down. And I don't know about you, like I'll try something, then no, I don't like it. I wanted to keep it sort of up off the countertop because it gets wet, and I wanted it to go with the wallpaper. And as much as I'm saying there wasn't a theme, it ended up there was a theme. I felt like it was a nature theme, early English, cottage, colonial. You know, wallpaper is so early in America also. So it really did have a theme, even though I'm saying like we didn't have a theme. And I just kept pulling things. I shopped for my home, and I just kept pulling things to see what I really wanted on the counter. Then I realized that there's acorns in this wallpaper. And so I found some things that I had. I had an old, early ironstone soap dish that has acorns on it. I have a toothbrush holder that has its early ironstone, had a bird on it. And this bathroom is right across from the guest bedroom, so I was getting out some of my vintage bathroom towels and just trying to see what they looked, what I liked with it, not with it. I found the towels underneath this little welcome towel, and it has, you know, all kinds of nature butterflies and ferns on it. I thought that would just blend in really well. I just kept playing and trying a lot of the smalls, and we used to have a stool that we kept the towels on, and I had to put that chair back in storage because Katie Mae was chewing on it on the front porch, but it's the same paint, same color, and it just fits there wonderful. So I wanted to show you the close-up of that. Doesn't it look old-fashioned? And this is what I sort of ended with, the bird and see the acorns. I even found an acorn soap dispenser, and I wasn't going to get it because it was shiny gold at top, and I'm not real crazy about shiny gold, but there's shiny gold on the light fixtures, so I thought it would just blend in. And then I had so much fun making this arrangement. I just did it with the berries and fennel which is wonderful and soft and fluffy in an arrangement. Doesn't last long, but it's so pretty. And also I put the Sweet Annie, and I was thinking like, oh, it's really starting to come together. I was really starting to like, you know, it's the end. It's those things that you find as antiques and just little things, and I was just starting to really be happy with the end results. I looked and looked for a mirror for the wall, and lo and behold, I remembered I had this mirror. It used to be in my living room, and this is a mirror that's a family heirloom, and it was presented to my great grandparents, and it's beautiful with the etching of the flowers on it, and it's not exactly maybe the size on the wall, but I thought it would just be so nice, and it's old-fashioned and it's an antique. I was so happy to paint this door the green, because if you go back and look at the beginning, when they stained the door, somebody must have put the rag on the wood and it streaked all down, and that's how they left it. And I've never liked it since, so I was so happy to redo that. And David made all the trim, and there's a lot of little angles and a lot of trim in this room, so I was so happy he made it wooden trim, and it matches the rest of the house. This is what it looks like coming from the hall. You can tell it's a small bathroom, but for our spare bathroom, it's very efficient, and it is across from our guest bedroom, which makes it convenient for them. I loved accessorizing the wall. I'm happy I didn't wallpaper all of it. I just love my little wallpaper box. It blends in. I like the chair instead of the stool we had. I used the stocking stretchers from my last haul, and I found a bath towel with beautiful, it's a lady, and it has beautiful stitching that I am going to show you close up. I know you're thinking, why am I showing you this toilet? I was so excited over the toilet because they make them now that from the seat down, they go straight down and you just have to clean around it. There's like no dust at the bottom. So I love that toilet, and we did have to put in a new toilet, and I love the lighter walls. And I think in every room, I have something sentimental. Our son-in-law gave us this shelf, and his grandpa made it, and it means as much to him being here that it does to us. And I had a bathtub. Oh my gosh, that little bathtub. It is cast iron, and it is a salesman sample. I thought that would be cute up there with soap, and I can give my guests the soap when they leave with the brass candlesticks. And Dave, if you're watching this, you didn't notice that I kept that tractor up there. But I'm going to take it down, and I'm looking for a picture. Maybe I'll put a wreath underneath the shelf. But that's the fun of it. Not everything is done all at once. almost, but I still have a little bit of tweaking to do. Oh, and I know I'm not going with the theme, but at tips of the hooks that we put up there, they're from an old school, those hooks, and they're acorns. And I didn't paint them or anything. I just thought I wanted to have, that early looking turn of the century hooks, just how they were when we found them. Well, I hope you were inspired and I hope you like it. So, what I wanted to share with you is that we are going to have a Christmas open house, and I am so excited. I was thinking the other day, my sister has an Etsy shop. My brother is in charge of a shop where the church he goes to, and I love to sell things. I think there must have been some merchant way back in our genes somewhere because it just seems like it's in our genes, and it's in David's too. He loves to sell things and make things, and so we are going to have a Christmas open house at the Walker House the first weekend of December. And I'm so excited. I really am. We've been called out to estates before they open to the public, farms, house sales, and we're just so excited we've gotten things at good prices and I'm excited to pass them along. But really, it's just a good time. It's a time to visit. I'm so excited to have it up in the Walker House. We've bought some cupboards to put things in. We have plans to move a lot of things around, and I just can't wait to share it with you. And already, though, I've bought some things I don't think I can resell. So anyhow, that's like our new news. I'm just so excited. We're going to have Colonial Fair, and I don't know. It's just really going to be fun. It's going to be like early America at the 1824 Walker Farmhouse. So, like I said, I can't wait to share it all with you too and getting ready for it and things we're going to, do and have. And so I really appreciate you being here, my YouTube family, watching the videos and let me share my life with you and mine and David's life. And we really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to tell you all our other new projects that we've been working. Oh no, my battery died. I also wanted to share with you that same weekend we're going to be having our Fresh Pines workshop, and I will have that information in my description for any locals or if you want to travel to come. So we'll see you soon, friends.